Alright, are we live? Are we live, my friends? How are we looking? Are we looking? I love the people. Hey! Oh, looks like we're good. Welcome, and everybody, we are back with day 2 of the sub-90 final stretch. Shenanigans. So, after what happened yesterday on day 1, I have changed the criteria for a reset to be catastrophic time losses only to the greatest extent possible. So I'm going to give a few examples of that. This is also in the description below. Some common examples are missing river jump on BT twice, and it has to be twice, because each is roughly maybe like 10-15 seconds, depending on where you were when the grunts were killed, or if you still had any alive that you have to shoot before you put that first battery in BT. So that's why I'm saying it has to happen twice for a reset. Another example is sludge skip in BNR. Missing that is a minimum of a 30-second time loss, because not only do you have to climb back up there and try again, you also will have to wait for BT to come back to you. And sometimes he doesn't come back at all, and you're just sitting there forever. So a failed sludge skip is an automatic reset. And of course, in this list is not exhaustive. There are potentially others. Another really big example is the super fastball toss on Beacon 3. If you fail that, that's a minimum of 30 seconds probably, I have felt, for BT to get back into position again. Because the checkpoint is way further back by the moon boots zone. So that's why the time loss is so significant if you fail it. So if you fail the initial toss to get across the chasm. So those are just 3 examples. If we run into any other catastrophic time losses, we will make the judgment call as we see them. Smaller time losses I'm going to aim to deal with because I would like to actually complete runs. Sorry, I just got a DM from Breezy. I was talking to him. Alright. And I also gotta go ahead and get my stream link shared. There we go. Alright, I think we are ready to begin. Pardon that delay, chat. Let's go ahead and begin. I guess another definition of catastrophic time losses is multiple smaller time losses that are occurring repeatedly. So like a single 5 or 10 second time loss in a couple of places, I don't think I'm gonna pull a reset on. But if I'm having several of them repeatedly, then I may consider a reset. But we will take those as they come, because we don't know if or when they're going to happen. And this is primarily in response to what happened yesterday, because it took us well over an hour into the stream yesterday to even get past BT, which is the very first mission after the gauntlet. So I learned some lessons yesterday, and we are tightening the criteria for a reset as a result. So let's get running.
Oh,
I just realized there's a problem here, chat. I do not have my Shamag on. How dare I? How dare I start Titanfall without my Shamag? 20-second penalty for me to put it on. I'll do it after the gauntlet. I'll throw it on after the gauntlet, okay? I think the last time that happened, I actually got my 130-49. I gotta go back in the VOD and look, but if that's the case, this might be the sub 90, but...
加快动作，开始跳跃装备辅助。跳跃装备以自然稳定的原则运作，校准你的跳跃装备及移动方式，经过强化后会像直觉反应一样自然。好漂亮！好，这才像样。
Oh, hate that.
简单的2连跳，跟着换影。护身星移以后，我们夺回了1/4的边界。
It's always so ambiguous with the timing for that. Oh, come on.
为求精准，用武器上的瞄准镜。很好，你可以继续练习，结束后至试炼室。跟着幻影或离远路径。 铁玉在战斗中必须保持平衡，速度很重要，但你也得能够击中你的目标。
哦，
我们得练习这些技能，直到成为直觉反应。
I'm not gonna lose it that much.
非常好，看到墙上的评分板了吗？我有东西要让你看看。 练习都结束了，
来吧，我准备好了。
很好，你会喜欢这个，可以开始后半段训练。泰坦，开一架进来吧。
I do, however, chat. I'll show you guys my lucky shirt.
我准备好了。
I was also wearing it yesterday.
但首先需要更多空间。
It literally says, "This is my lucky shirt." Let me see if I can get it in the camera.
那是我的搭档。
I don't know if you guys can see it, but
反抗军自行研发。
yeah, it literally says, "This is my lucky shirt."
不是向 IMC 偷来的。呼叫你的第1架泰坦吧。看上面，天上，来了。好了，步枪兵，看来有大事要发生了。我带你出来。
关闭所有非必要系统。
库珀，准备好。
别急，克罗，他刚离开虚拟实境。 需要点时间适应，他没问题的，相信我。
是，长官。
全体就战斗位置。这不是。
注意，他们杀过来，他们想要杀过来。训练的还不错，有一天你会熟练它。我们会把你训练成铁玉的步枪兵，不是今天，没时间了。
拉斯提摩沙，
安德森，
你这畜生！我们下面见。
今天会看到一颗新的星球。 说不定就死在那里了。下面见了，库珀，祝你好运。
快滚出那个模拟舱，库珀，并收
Yeah,
集
that
上
nasty side jump into the wall is gonna cost me a little bit. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a catastrophic time loss, though. Alright. I am going to get up before we start BT and put my Shamag on, because I don't have it on right now. Alright, shit. Now, we got the lucky Shimag. I honestly don't know if it's lucky at all, but maybe it is. Oh, come on. Pull that back a little. There we go. Okay. We're rolling. I've got my lucky Shimag. It's actually lucky. If nothing else, it's cozy. Just putting it around my neck. Yeah, if I'm ever doing runs and it's really hot outside, I might just drape it on myself rather than tying it, because it might get really, really hot if I tie it. Yeah, it took me a minute to learn the first time how to put it on, but actually I'll loosen it slightly. There we go. That's better. Alright, let's do this. Okay. And I got my lilacs. Very pretty. Very pretty smelling flowers. They only bloom early in the year, but they're very pretty. Yes. Also, some of you may have noticed that my speedometer is not in miles per hour anymore, it is in kilometers per hour. That was advice from the community because it's easier for people to provide feedback on speed gain, loss, and momentum because the vast majority of runners use kph. So it was strongly advised that I switch to kph. It's been an adjustment because I'm not used to kph, I'm used to the miles per hour, so I'm gonna have to learn some new numbers. What? How's that low? I guess that was. The part was good. That's it. Oh jeez, that was very close. Oh. Hey, Mr. Fry Enjoyer. Hey, Shiki, how you doing?
电力不足。电力2/3，资料核心重新初始化，视觉系统启动，调整焦距中。你还好吗？铁玉。我的系统正在重启，有3个电池将会加速程序，我会在这里等待。
中尉，你有多了解日本布里斯克？听说他以前在安利，你经历他了。
在我能行动之前，我会透过头盔无线电协助你。铁玉，地图系统已重启，反抗军第9舰队发动突袭，我们大幅偏离原定目的地。这里是敌军领土，小心行事。
What? I was right there.
让我提醒你们，你们现在位于地图星，虽然这是 IMC 统治的星球，但在我们的军营外有许多的野兽，我们没有办法控制大水。赶紧投降，我会将你们战俘，保障你的个人安全。
Why aren't you running on the wall? I wasn't even crouching. I'm not sure why I thought I was still crouching right there, but... I didn't even have crouch on the input.
我们的位置已暴露。
所有反抗军 IMC 美国军事城监狱，识相的话就赶紧向 IMC 退后想法。我们知道
是 IMC 无人侦察机。
Other than that, that wasn't bad, but
我们必须立刻完成神经连线。
a couple of falls where I normally don't fall,
能
but
量全开。铁玉，必须先建立神经连结才能继续。准备完，请登机。
好了，
协议1，连线铁玉，神经连线中。
I'm doing okay. I've been almost having my pinky nail torn out by accident. What
神经连
happened?
线完成。步枪兵杰克库珀，你现在确认是 BT7274的代理铁玉。
What the?
协议2，坚守。
What happened? If I can
继
ask.
续特殊作业217，跟安德森少校会合。我侦测到敌方
I'll
不来
live with pain, but
协议
still.
3，保护铁玉，重启主要系统。涡旋防护罩启动。涡旋防护罩能捕捉射过来的子弹与炮弹，释放按钮能将所有捕捉到的物品射向敌人。铁玉，助手舱启动了。这个监射型火箭舱可同步锁定多个敌军目标，按钮按下越久，可锁定的目标越多。 神经连线完成，主武器控制与动作连线已重新建立。铁玉，侦测到敌方泰坦，我们准备杀出一条血路吧。
你确定吗？
相信我。
Ew, cheeky. I just kind of read that. I'm not gonna read it out loud, but
发现反抗军泰坦，机身号码 BT7274，遭受攻击。不错，铁玉。
泰坦到敌， 做得好，
That was a good
我
Titan
们的
fight
战斗
though.
效率评分增加了。铁玉，我侦测到有更多 IMC 回收队在路上。我们要生存的唯一机会是完成跟安德森少校会合的任务，在那之前，我们得靠自己。标记抬头显示，我们必须动作快。
Oh my goodness. I hope you're okay, Shiki.
铁玉 ，IMC 会继续寻找我们。我们生存的唯一机会是与安德森少校在离这里60公里处会合。我们要生存，就得懂得应变和适应。
这里是带条32，我们伤亡惨重，紧迫反抗军的部队，请帮帮忙！
That brute just tried to block
我
me.
们损失惨重，那是 BT 吗？很高兴见到你，上尉，我们需要些帮助。
要去哪儿？有我在，你想都别想。
铁玉，这个泰坦武器的设计很先进，对我们有战术上的优势。
好像有人恋爱喽。
根据人类对爱情的理解，恋爱需要爱慕、受吸引、奉献和尊重。结论：我有50%的可能在恋爱中。铁玉，我们可以用强力的装备锁定敌人，发射追踪导弹标记他们，这对战斗很有帮助。我正在攻击敌方泰坦。
维修重设启动，开启流量条
声
件。
纳突破已
Aside
开启。
from the throbbing, burning pain, cold sweats. Okay. Alright, well that's good at least.
铁玉，我正在追踪你的位置，建议你寻找出口。
听着，这是肯恩，IMC 跟反抗军的老朋友
正在启动声纳突破
我们
辅助。
之间不过是沟通不良罢了，没关系，没关系，那有什么问题？
人怎么了？为什么附身了？伙伴，最好离他远点。
支队的反抗军残兵，
声纳突破已启动。
这是管熊3号地球反抗军舰队，我们死守着开垦设施。MC 有某种精神的机械步兵，我们被困住了。
我已在你的行进路径上侦测到反抗军友军，他们也是需要协助。
以后方有援军，
时候了。
正在启动声纳突破辅助。
警告：有毒可动物可能造成人伤害或是死亡，在此时请随时开放。有毒排放物方正在过滤自动测试设施。
我听说有些先锋级泰坦和 SRS 铁玉在击杀我的 IMC 援军，不管你是谁。
警告：3A 区有猎兽尸体，
错，
请尽
朋友
速移除。
哎呀，希望你比我上一次干掉
有
的那个
毒排放物
强。
方正在过滤自动测试设施，原
铁玉
地2。，
小心行事。铁玉，我们的道路将在前方交汇。铁玉，流量调节门挡住我们通过这个设施的路了。
听起来不错。
附近应该有发现多个 IMC 保全部队，准备好了，铁玉。
IMC 保全部队，哎，难怪他们花
BT
这么多
好久不见
钱请我。
正好相反，你的头盔能提供我你的即时影像。你在那里打得不错，铁玉。关闭烂泥流的控制器在下个房间里，你的抬头显示有标记。将控制转给铁玉。协议2，坚守任务。命令是要继续特殊作业217，跟安德森少校
Hey,
会合。
hey, Has, welcome in. Welcome in, my friend.
你可没被邀请来肯恩的派对，所以你得死。好， 好好，真好，有一个落跑英雄，还带着一地 SRS 先锋级泰坦。
Alright,
这才
King.
像话。
We're gonna whoop his ass. Alright, let's go.
废物，让好心上
What?
吧。
敌方泰坦倒地，别碰到可能留下的冷热气，它会伤害自身。断取核心就绪。
我很高兴能夺走你的泰坦。原来说这个。
That was a really weird cane fight. Probably because I thought dashing forward would help, but yeah, I gotta shoot above the brute's dome shield. Yeah, this is gonna be like a low 6 because of that. Alright, I got my style points. I'll take it. Yeah, if I didn't have that botched start to the cane fight, this probably would have been pretty good. It would have been like a low, like a maybe high 5, low 6, but now it's gonna be like a mid 6. So, otherwise that wasn't a bad one.
安德森少校走的是这条路，他可能是到汇合点的捷径。我建议我们继续前进，小心前进。
It's like an average BNR, but
艾许，我是布里斯特，收到没？完毕。
我是艾许。
肯认没回复。我看这反抗军的铁玉想当大英雄，他朝着你那里去了，干掉他。
了解，艾许完毕。
布里斯克，
他是反抗军想要的战犯，现在为 IMC 所雇佣。布里斯克要为拉斯提摩沙上尉的死负责，也就是我的上一位铁玉。
注意先锋级泰坦！发现目标，逼近中。
that's pretty
做得好，
smooth.
铁玉，你的技术真是进步神速。铁玉，这码头的货梯是条捷径，看看你的抬头显示就能找到控制台。
货梯已启动。
铁玉，我需要协助。
警告！警告！13号码头发现未授权泰坦，将泰坦移至资产重置处。
艾许呼叫可以。
Put myself into the pit. Didn't get just on Red Dead. Okay. 217. That's a PB chat.
铁玉，铁玉，我需要协助。
看来自动保全发现了泰坦，
真省事。
铁玉，库珀，如果你听到的话，我正被带往这个设施的变电站。 都是 IM
这是马文机器人的工作，而
小心点。
不是步兵。没错，兄弟，要练海不适合这么卑微的工作。
我是
为什么是那个该死的坏人下令？
级太太，你想要我怎么处理他？
我他妈的不在乎，为了他吧，他的铁玉呢？
我们会对付他。这个设施本来就是为杀戮而造。我确定在必要时，我可以利用这一点。
艾许，那不是你的游乐园，我付钱可不是要你耍小聪明的，必要时就把那地方毁掉，懂吧？弗里斯克通话完毕。
体育，我正被他沿着装配线往下带走，可能有共通出口，建议你沿着平台的动线走。体育，这设施十分危险，小心生产线上的机械。
Almost lost hold space, but... Alright. Alright, let's go for red versus blue while we're waiting here. Alright, there's one of them. Where's the other one? May have gotten killed by a tick somewhere. I'm feeling ballsy. I'm gonna go for it.
铁玉，你还好吗？
差点完蛋，刚才是绞肉机，你还好吗？
我没有受损，不过我不相信这里是食物加工厂。
我运气一向不好，不如把这里搜个彻底。
或相反，得看情况。
Yeah, either way, that's a good Abyss 1, 217. That is gonna break my PB. Yeah, I'm feeling ballsy. I'll go for Dome Launch. I'll give it a shot.
体育，扫描显示圆顶上方是你最佳的出路。我建议你想尽办法也要上去。
模拟圆顶情境开启，重置环境。
Well, I got a saved one. I saved it. I managed. Need to get in a position, and I need to do it fast.
于动态模拟圆顶314中载入情境127。
现在，让我们瞧瞧你到底有什么本事。
Yeah, save dome launch is better than nothing.
艾雪，告诉我你杀了那个铁玉。
我正在处理它。
别玩了。
我就不能享受我的工作吗？
不行，你得尽快处理。
了解了，艾雪完毕。
别担心，有了干掉他后的奖金，你就可以去买所有你想。
重新补充猎兽遏制阵，并自区 Charlie 负责21到29号的引爆。
所有 IMC 人员，我是艾雪。告诉你们个坏消息，
铁玉，
由于
我不知道你
安全漏洞
做了什么，
我已
在
经
一连串的爆炸让机械手臂放松了，
或许
我已脱困。
你们认为没有这个必要，的确没有。我建议你们马
这
上撤离。
地方要崩塌了，建议我们尽快离开。你离我的位置不远，抬头显示有标记。这是高度危险的环境，我建议你登机。
How to get to BT?
铁玉发现圆顶外有出口，看你的抬头显示。
无论代价，全力保卫车里的 AMC。
已启动解狱模式。
Back.
控制转给铁玉。
Doesn't match.
铁玉，安德森少校在这里调查这座设施，我跟你在另一边会合。
要求所有在处理盛会分析报告的小组都到演讲厅听马德将军的简报，谢谢。
我们反抗军北，铁玉有什么事吗？
时空扭曲充斥这座设施，而且它们似乎造成了时光出现裂痕。我建议直到我们有进一步资料前都要小心。 他的头盔，就可以分析。安德森死后，特殊作业217的控制权就转移给你了。库珀铁狱，恭喜你获得擢升。以下为反抗军 SRS 的布里德斯指挥官所简报的安德森的任务。
安德森少校，2个星期前我们截获了 IMC 通讯，他们在提供星上发现了某些东西，一种巨大的能量爆炸在该位置释出，造成了时间的扭曲。我需要在地面上的 SRS 渗入该设施。
收到，我会找到一些答案的。
我们在灰熊行动中回收的稳带装置应该可以保护你。我们知道 IMC 已经与库本布里斯克和他的佣兵们签约，要保护那边的某样重要东西，所以注意你的背后和安德森。你知道我有多爱写死亡报告，所以别自己行动。SRS 是个团队。
铁狱，安德森少校所收集的数据显示不完整，我们有责任坚守并完成特殊作业217。建议我们在继续前，先找到安德森的稳带装置。
他身上没看到任何装置，
他可能在另一半的尸体上。
我
侦测到安全守卫建筑上有个洞口，我会提供进入的权限。在你调查设施已取得情报和丢失装置时，我会待在这里扫描环状结构。
很好，也许下次你可以丢丢我。
了解。
There it is.
已侦测到未授权人员，启动自动保全机制。
That was worse? Expect I got stopped by the grunts. I never seem to be able to shoot them, like they're... Even if I'm shooting point blank, and like, if I shoot one, the other's blocking me anyway, so... Where did I get that 406 that I got? Ugh, I don't know, but...
Kubo 铁狱，我转移了一些 AI 功能到该装置中，在时间切换时就可以通讯。
What's it? Really?
镭射网一启动，咱们来一个。
Really? Great, really? Marvin, get out of the way.
铁狱，安德森的受损日志可能有些用处。开始播放日志。
安德森的日志341 ，IMC 有重磅发现，它能够折叠时空，这绝对不是他们设计的。不过，他们在修复它，不管他们的计划是什么，非常危险。安德森完毕。
Oh, Cooper, get down! Why are you jumping on there half the time?
安德森日志342，折叠时空武器的能源叫做盛会。
看不到它了，这些日中知道吗？这些未发现，请待命。
看来他们还没研发出完美无缺的外壳。这个已经空了，盛会一定在别的地方。安德森完毕。
Oh god.
圣柜成功送达折叠时空武器轮环，开始测试。
铁玉，这里的轮环有大量残存的圣柜能量，这是圣柜的终点站。安德森的计划中有一件靠近轮环中心的侦察任务。 少校的最后一段记录，库珀，根据你对设施的侦查，我有个主意，到外面风头。
Admiral, hi.
建议到轮环附近跟我会合，并扫描设备的能量特征。
Great. Oh, come on. Why am I not down below?
我找到桥梁延伸至轮环的操控台，抬头显示有标记。
Come on.
似乎曾做过些什么，导致这些先
I
进
don't
的
know how I
最
ended
终
up
保持效果
above,
现
but
在对你有些敌意。
oh, get down.
圣柜超载了，大家赶快撤离！
Yeah, it's not gonna be a sub 2.
BT，
Yeah, I find to get a sub 2, I gotta be in this position before the 42nd point. No, slightly behind that. I've been getting sub 2 pretty consistently on this one, but... Okay, right there, fine. Yeah, this is probably gonna be like a low 2, but... Hello, my friend. Hey, Admiral, yeah. Hi. I actually was feeling ballsy, and I tried dome launch. I got it first try, but I had to save
很好，
it.
铁玉，扫描完成。如安德森发现的 ，IMC 可能使用这个武器的完成版
And I
对
did
反抗
get
军
a
的哈沃
better
母星进行攻击。
Abyss
我们的旅程
1
离结束
by, I
还
think
早
that's gonna be 3 or
必须将
4
这数据回传
seconds.
舰队。
So I gotta clip that out. Even if I end up deciding to kill this run. Oh, there's still a sub 2? Right. Okay. Alright, let's keep going.
库珀铁玉，安德森死了，但只要能和舰队重新
I'm
连线
honestly surprised
我们
that
就能
Cooper
完成
is
他的
not in the
任务
cockpit for
前方的
this. Like,
星
wouldn't
际
he
信
be
号台刚好
safer
派
in
上
the
用场。
cockpit?
"铁玉，信号台就在前方。扫描显示能量运作低下，可能需要维修。
Come on.
注意，我发现了许多未知目标。发现敌人，这些潜行者似乎被输入指令攻击控制室。
Okay, they're all dead.
发现物中包含有毒化
BT,
学物
where are
质。
you?
没问题。
不行，铁玉，这物对有机生物来说足以致命。
Of course,
你
it's
死
a
了，
crouch
我们
for
怎么
the
完成
jump.
任务？你待在驾驶舱内才安全。铁玉，我发现信号台的控制室中
That
有
looks
反
like he
抗
might
军
get over here
他
fast
们正
enough,
在求
though.
救，接通中。征集立刻行动，铁玉。
嘿，外面的铁玉。
敌人已消灭，做得好。
Sometimes
这
BT
场
can be
胜利是我们
extremely
良好
delayed
战斗效
here,
率的表
but
现。
我是反抗军手榴弹兵第3部的。
BT 7274，
Alright, just
呼叫
gonna
反
grab
抗军
him.
部队，敌人已被消灭。我建议我们协助。
你救了我们一命，那些潜行者没完没了的，我们可撑不了多久。我们要打开防爆门了，进来吧。在地
Alright, time to get the L-Star back. Thank it. Am I egg? You want some for sure. I mean, I guess, but like, but at the same time, you would think if he's 5,600 feet in the air, it's probably safer inside the cockpit than sitting on the top, but...
没办法，感应器显示分台上还有一个，但是要过去是难上加难，那地方根本不是人为所建的。
了解了，库珀铁玉，我建议在设施分台里面行动时小心一点。你必须取回电弧装置。
那铁玉一定有些有趣的策略，他都升到这里。祝您一路平安，长官。
祝您好运。
我们在那儿损失太多弟兄了。
3D 请到 B7区报告。
看来他们能够龟缩起来保护土库，难怪这么耐打。
我们快没弹药，我们部队的铁玉几个小时就灭亡。
我已连接至你的头盔抬头显示已更新进度，频道随时开启，供你需要时使用。
哦。 course.
别怕，你的跳跃装备撑得住，航路连通成功，风扇已关闭，电弧装置距离30公尺。
What? That must be going too low.
做得好，体育，你获得
Come
电
on.
弧装置
What the?
返回。
I hit the thing. Oh my god. That drone must have like instantly revamped it. Like I swear I hit the damn thing. Well, now sub 3 is not possible, even with a good heatsink skip, but... Okay. Of course, whenever I want to slide and jump, I hit the wall. What the? No. No, Cooper, don't climb up there. At least I got it, but... What the? Are you kidding? This ain't gonna be a sub 3. I'm missing fan skip twice.
佩服佩服，体育，他们真的甚至是懂你。很高兴你回来，体育。只缺这电弧装置就能联系反抗军舰队。
Yeah, that was bad. Come on, keep going. Yeah, 312. I guess the invisible wall doesn't extend as far down as I thought it did. So I got to be right under the fan.
很高兴见到你回来，长官。正好前面将整个电路重新配置完了，现在就差电源。
Maybe I can still make a decent run out of this.
电源式的继电器都已关闭，使用电弧装置应该就能够手动发动它们。
铁玉，希望这电弧装置没让我们白费力气。
注意，前方发现高辐射含量，你的防护衣在房间内只能保护你一段时间。我建议你动作快，
除非你想被烤熟，不然我可不会在里面待太久。 好，我一倒数完就会打开闸门。3、2、1，快！
电力达到100%，我建议你迅速离开此房间。
做得好，体育，电力恢复了。好了，有电源了，打开防护闸，我们去修复信号台。长野开启中。
At least they got a heatsink skip on the first try, though.
开始重启天线锁定。
Because that's a pretty big gap to try and jump. Yeah, you need a CFAB in order to get over there. Or a crouched forced end boost. To try and put that into layman's terms for everybody out there, a CFAB is basically a way to force the boost early. So normally when you jump off the wall you get a speed boost, right? But you have to wait basically the entire time while running to get it. Well, when you do a CFAB, you can get that speed boost quicker. Yeah, with the CFAB you can do it quicker. You can do it instantly if you want, and that's a crouch kick, but if you wait like half a second, you can get a CFAB out of it. And you can get a good speed boost. And you can keep your momentum going. Obviously, your crouch kicks and your wall kicks are going to get you more of it, but CFABs can also be a good way. Alright, fast PT. Alright, he didn't get stuck this time. Alright, Super Fastball Prig. This is one of my catastrophic time losses, that if this goes wrong, that is a reset. If this goes wrong, that is a reset. That is a reset criteria. This is one of the criteria that I have for a reset. What? Oh, shoot! No! Okay. I don't know what happened there that caused me to... caused me to lose my balance, but... Well, I did make it, so... Yeah, I did manage to save it, thank goodness, but... Yeah, that was actually okay. I can live with that.
发现敌方铁狱，正朝你方向前进，请回复。
Oh, shoot.
我想我需要一些新内裤。
收到，下回攻投时会注意，反泰坦小队已抵达，请求支援。
A21回报，进船，封船，发出拖援。
发现连线锁定模组，
位在那边吗？
检查抬头显示。
华叔，赶快！李赫特，这不里斯科，黑衣子，收到没？回答我，黑衣子。
欢迎回来，库珀。我建议先保护此区域，再进行维修。死神击毁。
黑衣子，我们正在调动部队协助，预计3分钟抵达。
黑16，信号台4号购台上的小队已阵亡，铁狱可能是要从那里发出信号。
所有单位，黑衣子没有回应，准备进攻目标所在的信号台4号。
协议2，任务更新，获得连线模组。我们等你回来，库珀。前行者击毁。
416，呼叫李赫特，铁狱的意图不明，他可能是要把我们调离泰坦。这铁狱显露信号台，有他，信靠你了。
收到，就位于信号台4号购台处，等待拦截。
注意，
Oh, come on.
9，盯着铁狱，泰坦那边我另有打算。所有保全单位，我是李赫特，马上到信号台。Find den kleinen Mann will lass mich nicht hängen。
已歼灭所有敌人，区域安全。
收到。A1、K1 进军 A2，快让士兵投入，快点。
没事吧，铁狱？
I'm gonna stay level so I don't fling myself back to the ground. Yeah, if you go too far back or too far forward.
协议2，任务更新，替换连线模组。
There we go.
模组的插槽在天线上方，我将你。
It's probably still gonna be a low 12, maybe a mid 12 because of how far back we still were, but when I had to save my super fastball toss, but well, it depends on how Richter behaves when we go to fight him.
接到你了。
Easy.
体育，天线已启动，你一回来我们就向舰队发送信息。你实在是了不起啊，长官！
李赫特，我是布里斯克。
呀，我在路上了。李赫特完毕。我是李赫特，拦截并终结那个铁狱，然后将剩下的反抗军处决。
死神接近中。小军部队封锁控制室，发现敌人。
收到，封锁中，我们会在这里提供支援。
Oh, did you seriously? You literally ran around the rock.
注意，发现异常活动，可能是敌方
See
泰
if I
坦。
can get the spawn manip. I did.
人军衔也想取人性命，你自己做选择。Und jetzt mach ihn fertig。
你过不了我这一关。
别让他活着离开！你们统统都该死！
镭射核心。
想来场真正的战斗？ 我们瞧瞧你近身个人战表现如何。Wurde bist du beglaubt wie ein kleiner Junge？ 开始吧，维尼欧。知道了，来吧。Ich werde dich noch nach dieser
Wait, no, BT, get away from him.
飞行核心启动。 转给铁狱。
That was actually a pretty good barbecue. That's actually how it should go, really. Is if you're in the right spot, he should start punching you. And then when he's in the middle of the animation for the second punch, that's when you throw down your flame traps. And then look, stare up, Activate your heat shield that dupes the traps. It actually doubles the damage. It's a damage glitch. That was actually a pretty good Victor barbecue. That's one of my first successful attempts in a while. BT wanted the nuke. Yeah. Yeah, Richter, it's kind of random whether he nukes or not. It's not guaranteed. I've seen it go both ways. But yeah, I'm kind of anticipating a low 12, because that was a pretty good Richter fight. Normally he likes to run backwards, and if he does that, then you're screwed with barbecue. Then you may as well just go for other methods. Because your positioning is really important to get him to do the punching, otherwise he runs backwards from you if you're too close to him. Yes, this might be a low 12. That's kind of what I'm guessing. Which has kind of been my average lately, is a low 12. I think I can still make a decent run out of this. Given the scores that we've gotten, for the most part.
幸好有你的社会扫描资料，我们已经追踪其能量特征到 IMC 的提风新基地上。我们时间不多，快走吧。
Yeah, this is probably gonna be a low 12. Oh! 1205! Yeah, it's still pretty good. Richter Barbecue definitely saved me some time. Getting it successfully. Otherwise, Ion Snake Splitter is another good option. I'd have to see. Maybe I'll ask the community if there's any other good options if he decides to move and Barbecue basically becomes impossible. Alright, now I gotta get ready for TBF. This can be a real hit scratcher of a mission. Alright, let's swap to Ronin because we need to get through the wall. That's our first objective. If I can even make it. Yeah, this can be really tough. You're often gonna find yourself heavily damaged. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I need to play real conservatively here if I'm gonna survive. Okay, well. Then I'm gonna go to Scorch. Battery. Sometimes there's another hiding Titan over here. Yeah, there is. He's a cone. Yeah, you want to get that second wave to spawn. Alright, still not getting the door trigger? Normally I'd have gotten it by now. Oh, now I'm getting it. Right when I'm slowed down.
体育，继续行动。
Right now I need to hop out.
我正在攻击敌方步兵。
Come on. Okay, there's BT, but where's Sarah? There she is. I need to go to Ronan now.
来吧，铁玉预备，上升。
So I guess that was a pretty fair
简单的部分结束了。
TBF. That's kind of average. Maybe slightly slower than average, but
我表现不错，我认为你可以拿到体育证书了。赶快解决，然后回家。他在那里，时间还够，可以拦截盛会。上，敌军来袭！
IMC 从东方来袭，
继续向前推进，不能让盛会离开那艘船。
把将军部队撤出，多架 IMC 开始来袭，保护一支，多架。我们遭到攻击，我们被包围了，我们回应之后，收到重创。
飞行核心都许。
射得好，继续前进，我们正在接近天龙机，继续前进。 所有反抗军部队进入天龙机。
救生器从侧边。
12-16，攻击敌方泰坦。
动作快！
天龙机快加满油了，快！护卫机到了，我们时间不多。
最后检查完成，所有系统正常。
别让他们逃了，到那边的坡道。
布里斯克，这是史龙，深柜朝你那去了，我让毒蛇接手了，待会见。
刚士兵团18号。
6 flat, that felt faster than that. Well, it's probably because of the Titans that were still hanging around, but... Pretty nice run. That's fair, I guess. I'm not gonna say it's great, but I'm not gonna say it's awful either, at least not yet, but...
收到，64立刻前往。我们来了！我是坎贝尔·布雷斯特上尉，我们将提供支援平台。
发现敌方中队，锁定弓箭手，偷袭成功，教训他们。
回应2号，飞弹脱离轨道。深水1号，深水2号，中了！
You sell yourself short.
装备深水炸弹。
Yeah.
接下来要登上运输机。
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a great run, but I'm not gonna say it's horrible either. I'm thinking of it in terms of my typical runtime.
有谁看清楚吗？
获得运输机怪人。
视野清楚，目标锁定。
有我在，小子。
Yeah, I will say, over the course of the recent runs, it actually has been nice to be able to get the super fastball toss more consistently than I have historically. The route that I use is actually one that was used by Bladen, one of the top level runners, in his tutorial guide for Beacon 3.
收到64，你可以的，库珀。
就像以前一样，
不一定，在2个移动平台之间抛掷，显然有更多变数。
you.
顾博，欢迎到64。
顾博，听好，我们不能将你带到剑桥，那些枪炮绝对过不了。我们在船尾将你放下，然后自己想办法了。
Let's make sure that gun is cocked.
我会在可能范围内尽量靠近，请算好起跳时间。现在，快！
跳得好，顾博，我们会从这掩护。
剑桥，别动铁身者，掩护！下面需要保全。
God. Now I'm up here.
我是 X4，正与敌方交战。
Oh God. Okay.
我是指挥官，我是坎贝。
Alright.
在马耳他的炮火和南军飞行泰坦之间撑不下去了。
我们正在想办法再撑一下。库珀正前往马耳他的主炮阵地。
我不确定这样可不可
I mean, there's a pre-speed that I could do here, but
由于驱动器破损，请弃船，弃船。有目标。
yeah, I need these stalkers to take care of those guys. Otherwise, I'm gonna have more guys to kill. I didn't want to do that, but
3号枪炮已解决。
wait. Oh, are you serious? Are you kidding? Oh my god. Are you kidding? How are these guys alive? Oh my god, are you kidding? How are these guys alive? What
球被干掉了。
我看不到敌人。库珀，等一下，64要登机了。
the fuck was that?
马耳他的甲板上还有防空炮台在
What
启
the
动中，
fuck was
必须
that?
从剑桥解除炮台。
I've never seen that happen.
库珀做得好。
掩护火力不赖。
I have never seen that happen.
我们也需要你的协助。
收到，贝尔，我来了。
That's an actual what the fuck moment.
有点子吗？
I've never seen that
是布
happen.
里格斯要我做什么？
I thought this was looking like a pretty good arc.
不会吧？等等，跟我来。他们在后面。永远不会腻。
I've never seen that happen. I'm gonna have to clip that out and post it in TF2SR and be like, has anyone ever seen this?
快找掩护！
That was really, really unusual. Wait, what? Why am I getting staggered up the stairs? Those stalkers are fired. I mean, usually hitting those two I mean, technically you don't have to hit any of the stalkers on the way there, but I choose to because they can help draw enemy fire. That's why I typically opt to do so. They are very useful for that. But that is a legitimate... What the hell?
准备好了吗？
好了。
Yeah, this is looking like a pretty good run of arc otherwise, but that ate up a lot of time having to find out where all those grunts were. What was still there? And there's even still a grunt on the third gun that I thought I had killed, but... Yeah, there were like 5 stalkers coming after me, and... It's not possibly related to the fact that I didn't knock them out when I was in the first segment, is it? I don't think so. I wouldn't think so. Yeah, I'm posting that in TF2SR. I'm putting that in there, and I'm gonna be like, has anyone else ever seen this? Because this is bullshit. Does anybody know what could have gone wrong here?
到甲板上前去天龙星。
Yeah, see if I can get a Viper Snake Splitter and at least get a decent run out of this part. I am flabbergasted. Yeah, that was a good start. Oh my goodness, really? Wow.
布里格斯指挥官，我是 BT-7274，毒蛇已解决。
收到，登上天龙星。
Yeah, that was really,
我们会准备好移动。
really dumb.
我要扔了。
What happened there?
正在调整风阻，计算中。
Yeah, and I'll kind of capture the whole sequence from when I first got off the elevator through that point. And I'll see if that helps the community discern what happened. Or what may have happened.
BT 还好吗？
左臂严重受损，不过我仍然可以运作。这艘船正高速下坠。 靠我们的库珀。
Yeah, that was looking really good otherwise, because I got to the end, I got the one set on the second gun, I got the set on the third gun. I haven't historically needed to get all 3 sets. I used to, but then I only started getting the other 2, and I was doing just fine. This is definitely an outlier.
遏制单位大到无法携带，我们必须随机应变。我无法到达圣柜，库珀，我需要你的帮
This
忙。
might be like a low 11 because of where we are. This is probably gonna be like a low 11. If Fabrice said only the last one matters, that is true. That is correct, Admiral. However, like I said, the stalkers on the other guns can help draw enemy fire away from you. But I've never had issues before. Because if you don't kill the guys on the third gun fast enough, you will have to deal with those other enemies. And I just don't think I have the speed yet. I mean, it's just gonna take some time to, like, iron out a route so then I can kill them all fast enough to where it doesn't matter, but... Yeah, it was a low 11. But yes, only the last gun is actually important, as far as killing all the guys on it, that is. Yeah, maybe I can still make a decent run out of this. Excuse me.
我就会把你珍贵的货物带来，胆小鬼。哎，泰坦，快打开舱门，给我所要的东西。
语音指令无法辨识。
让我把它给撕了！
这太冒险，深柜仍不稳定。听着，大英雄，你有我的东西，我要你把它还给我，快点，叫你的泰坦打开。
打开他的话匣子吗？
哎，那么想当英雄吗？我靠！
Maybe I need to start trying to route for the third gun. And just go straight to it, not even get the stalkers on the second gun. The hangar fight was pretty good.
铁域陷入危机，视觉系统达到临界，无法利用视觉找到铁域。
让他站
And I had a decent snake splitter. I almost died, but
看到他了没？在这里，在这里，看到他了没？
功能受严重冲击伤害影响。
我知道这里面还有些东西能够运作，快打开，不然我让你的铁域脑袋开花。你还记得数字不是吗？我说数到3，1、2、3，没那么难吧？对吧？
encrypted
是啊，
message.
小队就是这样，要不一起赢，要不一起死。
小心，跟着他！
这招挺不错。再见。
喂，快搬走圣柜，时间不多了。
在这里，库珀，我没办法完成任务了，但你还可以把希尔工具组拿去。你需要生还，得靠它。
发现一些东西，但是很模糊，无法确认。指挥官，收到资料核心了，讯号微弱。
你确定你有他们的位置？增强信号，我得跟他们联络。
指挥官，收到库珀的位置了，他删了 BT 的资料核心，已经直达了 C 域工具组了。
BT，库珀，你们状况如何？库珀，收到吗？完毕。库珀，我是莎拉布里格斯指挥官。你如果听到，快到你北边1公里处的桥梁。是我们反败为胜的唯一机会。我们往折叠时空武器来了，我们来了，还没结束呢。你的方向正确，继续前进就对了。在折叠时空武器周围的反攻击防御系统太强大了，我们在地面布置间隙遭遇困难，简直无计可施。中还有最后一具先锋，我要调出资料核心，准备让泰坦降落。库珀，你的泰坦好了，准备好就呼叫，等待泰坦降落。
嗨，杰克。
新机种相同的泰坦，
旧主机相同资料核心 BT7274准备就绪。
库珀， 我正在对 IMC 全力开火，但还是无法阻止折叠时空武器。你必须进入控制室。布里格斯指挥官呼叫所有战斗岗位，我要你们火力支援库珀和 BT， 尽全力掩护他们。
收到，执行中。
继续前进，别落后了。库珀，到山坡上，我们掩护你，快！斯托克顿失去联系了，谁马上给我个回报？
我是罗特角的兰德格尔上尉，斯托克顿中弹要坠毁了。
布里格斯指挥官，这是6室的盖斯，我们是不是来晚了？盖斯，你来的正好。马尔他还剩多少弹药？我们已经待下很多事，别担心，库珀，我们罩你。
瞄准系统启动，准备就绪。
库珀，我们在前方追踪布里斯科和斯隆，圣会在他们手上，继续前进。
我们必须全力阻止 IMC 启动折叠时空武器。如果失败，反抗军的哈莫尼星将会被摧毁。
将军，佣兵已将圣柜送达，准备折叠时空武器。
我正在
开启折叠时空武器能源系统，启动瞄准反馈。
目的地设成反抗军星球哈莫尼。
瞄准系统启动，哈莫尼星，坐标264.588，载入。
你拿到钱了，布里斯克，滚吧，我的部队会接着处理。
他们也该做些什么了。
哎，念念不忘当英雄吗？它是你的了，慢慢享用。
我有说过要抢救吗？这个免费奉送。
当我看着你，就想看到大笔的钱。那更改圣会注射去至第1阶段。
这样好，加点他。
我也可能就是
折叠时空武器程序通过第2阶段，坐标已锁定，自由航系统。行星目的地：
兄弟，抱歉，死知道了。
警告！警告！
是不认输对吧？对。
折叠时空武器通过段3计算空间折叠投影中。折叠时空武器接近第4阶段，环轮动力达到
为了钱。
库珀，在启动前把圣会
折叠时空武器准备完毕，到达圣会中。所有人即刻退出本区，包括泰坦在内的电磁部队运作将严重停摆。
库珀喷射器的冲击超载了我的主内部。
That may have been too slow for pre-charge. If it is it's only by a little bit. So we'll see once we get into the cockpit. Once we see. Yeah, it was slightly too slow.
投掷是唯一的办法，只是很多警告，侦测到敌方。
Yeah, she moved off to the side when she shouldn't have, but oh, that was a pretty good fizzy sloan execution, regardless. Yeah, I'm not gonna be too upset about it because that's just petty. Something petty to be upset about. Brother, what is up? Yeah, sorry I missed you. Yeah, this is probably gonna be like a 132. Like a high 132, probably. Based on where we're at. What? Ryer, what the heck? No worries, gamers locked in. Yeah, I was gonna say, that would be the reason that I missed you, is because I was trying to hunker down. But yeah, I'm guessing high 132 for a finish. And that's purely a guess, but there's no pre-charge. Oh, okay, there's no pre-charge. Yeah, pre-charge is very finicky. I've seen other runners in the Discord complaining about it. Even if you do Fizzy Sloan perfectly, sometimes you still don't get it, so... Hello in a moment. That's funny. Actually, this might end up being a low 132. A low 132. I guess I was overestimating. Yeah, if I do this last part perfectly, without fail, get a low 132.
库珀，我们刚失去 BT 的讯号，只差一点。库珀，我在你的抬头显示上标好坐标，撤离点可能在空中，这边没有可着陆的地方。
而且如果我飞越这片狼藉，你最好准时出现在那里。
铁玉，快走！我在追踪你，继续前进。就要到了，快点，快点！库珀，快跳！
看到了。
Alright, well that's a 132. 01. Gonna go ahead and get a screen cap of that. Alright. Let's go ahead and log it. Now, I know what you were talking about, Ryer, with the, like, live split doing it, but honestly, maybe it's just me. Maybe I just prefer to self-log. But, anyway. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and... Oh, wait! Guys! Ooh. Guess what, Ryer? We didn't get just one PB on this run. I think we got 2. Fair enough. I think we got 2 PBs. Reese's girlfriend had to be annoying. Oh, are you talking about Sloan? Yeah, Sloan's kind of a bitch, but 2? I think so. Let's go ahead and do the log. Let's go ahead and log it. That actually takes second place in my run list. Okay. Alright, well, I will go ahead and reset live split, and I will actually temporarily close it, because sometimes it gets goofy when I start tabbing, because it thinks I'm tabbing in the program, but I'm not, so it's kind of silly. Alright, that was a 13-14 BT, that's pretty average. 6-16 BNR, Kane decided to juke. Well, actually, no, that was partially my fault. Yeah, but we did get a new PB on Abyss Chapter 1 by 3 seconds. So that is a pog. Abyss Chapter 2, I actually went for Dome Launch. I had to save it, but I did actually get it. I was feeling ballsy, but I don't know how ballsy I'm gonna feel in most of my runs, though. Kind of depends on the situation. And then Affecting Cause Chapter 1, that was a 412. This Chapter 2, that was a 344. Was it a 157? ENC Chapter 3. Let's see, 251 Beacon 1. That was a 312 Beacon 2. Beacon 3 was pretty good. I got the super fastball toss and I almost died. I got bounced somewhere, but I was able to save myself. And then that was 11 arc. Yeah, that is 2 PBs. That is another PB, and that is on Fold. Alright, and what is today's date? The 18th, because I like to date my runs. Yeah, that is a PB on Fold by 10 seconds. Actually. Ooh. That's dropping my theoretical best into the 128 range with those 2 scores alone. That's pretty sick. Let's go. If you guys are up for it, I'll recalculate theoretical best live, otherwise I'll do it later. It's up to you. It's up to you guys. But, yeah, I could recalculate it now. Yeah, because my previous theoretical best was 129.02, but with those two scores, we are definitely getting under. Okay. Alright, we'll do it. Alright, let's pull back up my spreadsheet. I actually got to update 2 of my scores, because I have a separate part of my spreadsheet now where I keep my PBs, so then it's easier to distinguish, even if I do off-script runs. So now I will recalculate. Yeah, and I also set up some math, so then it's easier to, and hopefully a little bit quicker, to run through the math. And I think it is. I think it is handy that I decided to do this little setup. And then, what are we on? Effect and Cause Chapter 1. Now I need Effect and Cause Chapter 2. Now for Effect and Cause Chapter 3. Yeah, that theoretical best is dropping by a little bit. Just want to make sure I have this right. Okay, so far we are looking good. Then maybe after do the thing. Oh yeah, the thing! Right? Oops. And then Beacon Chapter 2. Yeah, we gotta do the thing, because Ryer's here. The thing! Come on, Ryer. You know what we're talking about. Come on, Ryer. I know you're still out there. It's... Huh? Ryer, come on. We do it every time that you show up to the streams because I don't want you to miss out. Actually, I think I had a 408 gauntlet once, so I'm actually gonna update my best on the gauntlet. I was hesitant to do so because I was like, does it really matter? And I'm like, yeah, it actually does. So... Ooh, chat! Ooh, theoretical best inbound! The thing from Fantastic Four. No! It's clobbering time. Yo, Pog! Guys, it's Pog. My theoretical best has dropped. You guys ready? Got brain rot from Instagram. Yeah. My theoretical best is now down to 128.48. Actual Pog. Actual big Pogs. Actual big Pogs. Chat. Big Pogs. Yeah, that's really good. We're dipping further and further down. We're getting there. Yeah, the pressure's high. It's really getting up there. Alright, chat. It's time for the book. Ryer in chat, the book. Break out the party poppers! Well, the real break out the party poppers will be when we break sub 90. Idiot Min SOB Major, how was the run today? Yo, Breezy! Perfect timing! Hi! Welcome to the party. The run wasn't terrible. It actually wasn't bad. I had a couple of smaller flubs, but nothing worth a reset. I'm trying to tighten the criteria on that. I know we talked about that yesterday, but just for anybody in chat who may not have heard me at the beginning. TLDR, for those of you who were not here at the start, I'm tightening my criteria on resets because yesterday it took over an hour to get past BT. So now I'm limiting it to catastrophic failures, such as missing river jump twice, sludge skip failure, and super fastball toss failure, or repeated smaller time losses. How you getting? Yo, Breezy! Yeah, Sloan is a feisty one. Yeah, she is! She ran away from the firewall, and I was really angry. But yeah, 148... Yeah, 128.48. Yeah, sorry, I misspoke because Live Split was covering the that segment. Sorry, misspeak. It's the normal problem areas. Yeah, pretty much the normal problem areas. I did, however, Breezy, I think you'd be interested to hear this. I got 2 new PBs. Despite Sloan being a naughty girl, I actually bested my PB on Fold by 10 seconds. And I also did better on Abyss Chapter 1 by 3 seconds, so that's what caused my theoretical best to drop again. There was an execution for style points. Oh yeah, and I also had an incident on Arc where I didn't mean to execute. I was just kind of spamming melee while cloaked and just knocking out the guys on the 3rd gun. But I thought I killed them all, but suddenly there's 5 stalkers coming at me, and there's still like 2 or 3 guys shooting at me from the last gun. And I'm like, what the hell's going on here? So I'm shooting at people, trying to get them out, and there's another grunt hiding behind me. I was like, what the hell? It was like an ultimate what the hell moment. I've never had that happen. I'm usually pretty good about getting everybody on the 3rd gun and forcing mission progression after getting the first 2 sets of stalkers to draw enemy fire. So I just... it was so annoying. I did have a decent snake splitter, although I did almost die. Yeah, there was a bit of an issue there, and then I fucked up when fighting Kane. I dashed forward first, and I'm not supposed to. I have to fire my tone shots first. I thought it would be faster, but then it turns out I can't get my shots over the dome to... Yeah, I'll clip it out. I'll clip it out for you, Breezy, and send it to you from the VOD, because it was really such a bizarre incident that I've never seen it happen. Normally, the 2 sets of stalkers draw the enemies, and I can kill the rest, and that are required, and then it just progresses like normal. Yeah, it was really bizarre. Oh yeah, Ryer! Oh wait, we have to wait for him to come back. Then there was nearly a nuke. Oh yeah! So I thought I was going away from Richter. I actually got barbecue. And I was trying to back away from him after killing him, but BT decided, no, we're gonna get nukes today. But thankfully I had an extra dash so that I could get away from Richter before he exploded, so that was a close call. That was another incident that we had, but on this particular run. It was an interesting day today. Yeah. Well, we gotta wait for Ryer to come back. I don't actually think the nuke can kill you on easy. You know what? While we're waiting for Ryer to come back, I will close out Live Split. We will test that. Let's do it, Chad, because science, right? Let's actually see if the nuke can kill us. Titanfall Mythbusters. Can the nuke kill you on easy? Can the nuke do that? Oops. Oh yeah, I gotta go back for the run kit. Hold on. Theory tester mode activate. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, Chad. Let's do some science while we're waiting for Ryer. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of for sham. We're not doing anything crazy here, but... Okay. Yeah, let's actually see if it's possible for the nuke to kill us. Oh shoot, of course they went to Brazil, but... Thankfully this is just for sham, so this is for nothing. Like, this isn't actually a run, but... Imagine if this did happen on a run, though. This would be... Okay, I still got the sponge in it, but... Yeah, we're gonna find out. Alright, Scorch. Barbecue! Let's try for barbecue. Oh. See if I can get into the right spot. Okay. Even if I don't, I'm gonna stay as healthy as possible, but then get up to Richter and see if you can actually die on easy from that nuke. Obviously, I would think it depends on proximity as well, like how close you are to him. Oh, that was a good barbecue. I guess not with the batteries that he lets out. Alright, well, myth busted. You do not die on easy from Richter's nuke explosion. That answers the question, chat. You will not die if you are healthy enough. I would assume you'd have to be decently healthy, though. Don't be in the doom state. That will not work. Even on easy. I would imagine that would still kill you. So I'd say you're probably going to be at least half health to live. Which isn't hard on easy because the enemies don't do as much damage as they do on Master, but just got a lame nuke. Oh, trust me, it kills you on Master. I've been killed by the nuke on Master when I used to do Master runs. Where's Ryer? We gotta do the thing, and I'm not doing it without him. The book, chat. The book. The book. Come on. Ryer, where you at? Hurry up. Well, I guess this would actually be a good time to get some practice on other stuff while I'm waiting. Yeah, can someone ping me in the chat when Ryer comes back if I don't see him? Because maybe this would just be a good time to get some practice in while we're in between runs. But yeah, I will definitely clip out that fold. And that ITA Chapter 1 book. No one reads anymore. Silly. But I do. I read. I read all the time. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to do super fastball, but honestly. Yeah, we're set back a little bit farther, but I'm not gonna have moon boots if I go to the actual. And then I'll create an artificial checkpoint
IMC 八成正朝着这里来。
once we've got moon boots.
能透过旁路连通模组吗？
没办法，长官，除非你想向整个 IMC 舰队进行广播。
我们得手动修复这模组。
铁玉，看来又得靠你了。
希望你不介意再冒一次险，铁玉。你得到现场修复信号台，并尽快赶回
You
来。
Cole, you're not the one who has to do this. You're not the one who's tasked with this.
小心了，我们今天已经在那里失去够多好兄弟们了。
But yeah, we can't do the book without Ryer.
扫描显
No.
示阵亡铁玉。
No, Chad,
我
we
记得
can't
这
do
名
that.
铁玉在
That'd be very
铁
rude.
战中
That'd be very
表现非常
unpog
出
of
色
me. What? BT? Got stuck again. Alright, well, at least I got moon boots, but this isn't even a run anyway, so it's fine, but...
我的扫描器发现了运
Alright,
作
I
中
just
的
made an
雷射
artificial
速地
one.
东北方428公尺。我的分析结果显示，投掷是唯一的办法。
嘿
我能够将你
cool
扔过去。
BT, you are nuts,
铁
buddy.
玉，我是不会
Back.
发疯的。
Bug! Alright, you're back. I'll do this one full practice and then we'll head back to the main menu and we will do the thing, Ryer. The book!
投掷质量
The book, Ryer.
89公斤。
The book! We gotta do the book.
相信我。
Oh, damn it. Alright, well, it's fine. Alright, Ryer, the thing. The book. It's time for the book. Yeah, that would have been a failed fastball, but I don't think I could have recovered it from there because of my position, but... Were we doing a book analysis? No! Ryer, you know what time it is. Fun facts. Fun facts, Ryer? Oh yeah, Breezy, also with that run that I did that led to my 88XX theoretical best. I did actually get a new second place run with a 132.01. So that's Pog. The what? Ryer's spazzing in the chat. Yeah, I did get a new second place run. So that's Pog, Breezy. In case you were interested in that. Fun facts! Fun facts! Yes, guy. Oh my gosh, you brain detonates. You guys. Alright. For those of you who have not been here before for the fun facts, it's only when Ryer the Kaiser, aka Ryer, is here. He guilted me into brushing the dust off of this book from 2006. It is called The Book of Useless Information. It's full of all sorts of weird, wacky, fun facts. Some of them are not so fun and they're very somber. Some of them make absolutely no sense. And are completely random. Mind blown. Alright. Some of them are potentially lewd or controversial, so if I see those, I will skip over them, but I will mention that they exist, so that if anyone wants them in a DM, I am happy to share there, because I just don't want to cause problems. So, here we go. We have a very short chapter today on business relations, so this is going to be business-themed stuff. This one is called Branding the Cow. Admiral, you just did that yesterday, didn't you? This is our first subcategory under business relations. So it's kind of hilarious. It's kind of a funny coincidence. A single share of Coca-Cola stock purchased in 1919 when the company went public would have been worth $92,500 in 1997. That's a lot of money for 1997. That was the year before I was born. That's kind of crazy. IBM's motto is think. That's actually really interesting that it's only one word. Nerf, the popular foam children's toy company, doesn't actually stand for anything. Well, we can make one up, chat. Let's make something up. What should Nerf stand for? Let's have a hot debate in chat. Nestle is the largest company in Switzerland, yet more than 98% of its revenue comes from outside the country. I believe it. The three most valuable brand names on Earth are Marlboro, Coca-Cola, and Budweiser, in that order. That's probably changed since this book was published, because of public health campaigns against smoking. So I'm assuming Marlboro has probably gotten knocked down from its top placement, because a smaller and smaller proportion of America and the world smokes compared to what it used to be, which is great for public health, because smoking is nothing but terrible for you, so that's that subcategory. This next one is called They're in the Money. And then I'm just going to actually kind of go through the next couple subcategories. We've got They're in the Money, Lose Some to Make Some, The Job Market, and Seller's Market. So we've kind of got a bunch that are crammed on the same, like, couple of pages. So I'm kind of going through them all at once. So, Japan's currency is the most difficult to counterfeit. That's interesting. John D. Rockefeller was the first billionaire in the United States. Bug! Is that why the Rockefeller Center is named after him? Howard Hughes once made $500 million in one day. In 1966, he received a bank draft for $546,549,171 in return for his 75% holdings in TWA. I'm not sure what that means or what that stands for, but that's crazy to make $500 million in the 1960s. That's kind of a crazy number. Junior for Frontier Defense. I was actually thinking about doing another run, because that run was actually pretty good. I'm gonna have to get up and run to the bathroom real quick, though, before I do that. Have you gotten into the network with Breezy yet? Because Breezy's network is kind of the one we're using now, because a certain someone, he who shall not be named, is still in mine. Nerf. Nova educates Ryer on facts. Oh my gosh! Admiral, that is gorgeous. I love it. That's beautiful. I am pinning that. True! That is pretty clever. Admiral. I have it. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll have to get you linked up with Breezy's network, because that's where we're all hanging out at, just to make it easier, at least. Incoming chair stream! Yeah, because I gotta get up and run to the bathroom, but... Ted Turner owns 5% of New Mexico. One guy for 5% of a whole state? Organized crime is estimated to account for 10% of the United States national income. I would not be surprised if that number has gone up. I would imagine that number is probably higher now. It's probably closer to 15-20% because of how much crime there is since this book was published. My brain really had to brain for that, lol. Well, I'm giving you credit for it, Admiral. That's pretty damn clever, and that's why I'm highlighting it in the chat. It takes about 63,000 trees to make the newsprint for the average Sunday edition of the New York Times. That's probably gone up since then, but most of that is probably online now. The average bank cashier loses $310 per year. I think we need some more competent bankers here, chat. Share. I was helping my mom reset her laptop. It hurts being the only technologically literate person in the family. Ew. That sounds fun. Incoming headline. Nova dismantles Ryer with facts and logic. That's pretty good. 60% of big firm executives say the cover letter is as important as, or more important than, the resume itself when you're looking for a new job. I would honestly argue that that has changed since then. Some jobs don't even ask me for a cover letter anymore. It really depends. The largest employer in the world is the Indian railway system, employing more than 1 million people. I feel like that number is wrong now. I think it's Walmart. Actually, now that's the world's largest employer. Somebody look that up. I'm pretty sure it's Walmart now that's the world's largest employer. Ooh, the most dangerous job in the United States is that of sanitation worker. Firefighters and police officers are a close second and third, followed by leather tanners in fourth. Leather tanners? What's lethal about that? Well, 2006. Yeah. Didn't I have that much brain? I was just being... Yeah. Ooh. Workers at Matsushita Electric Company in Japan beat dummies of their foremen with bamboo sticks to let off steam. The company has enjoyed a 30% growth for 25 consecutive years. What's better than whacking a dummy of your foreman with a stick? Optimism has it. Well, India has 1.5 billion people, so it's probably still the railway. Possible. It is possible that that is still accurate, but... the sale of vodka makes up 10% of Russian government income. It's probably more than that now. In most advertisements, including newspapers, the time displayed on a watch is 10:10. Now that's a fun fact. Well, that is the end of our brief chapter on business relations. When we pick up next time, we're going to be starting a chapter called The Sporting Goods. So we're going to be talking about sports when we come back for the fun facts next time, my friends. Alright. Well, I'll make up my mind whether we're going to do some Frontier Defense or whether I'm going to do another run. Excuse me. Oh, Breezy, did I tell you? I was talking to the guys last night, and I had this fun idea. In an effort to discourage resets, I told the boys that if I reset for a non-catastrophic reason, then I have to read more fun facts. This is out of the book. So I'm trying to give myself an incentive to not reset so much. I thought it was hilarious, and the guys thought it was funny, too. What was the Branding the Cow one? Oh, that was actually just a subcategory of, like, brands. Relating to brands of stuff. It just had the name Branding the Cow. Yeah, that was just a subcategory. Alright, well, I'm gonna hop up for a second here, chat, and I will be back shortly. Pardon me? my god, you guys in the chair! My gosh. Ugh. Praise the chair. Chair, but no cows. Chair stream, chair, chair, chair. Oh my god. You guys! The fuck? Scatter! Everyone goes scatter. Scatter. Everyone's awing at my damn chair. Oh my goodness. I need my headset back on. God. Scatter. As soon as I come back, scatter! Admiral, you are really funny. Alright. Glasses, because I am blind without them. Grab the chair and run, boys! Well, if you grab my chair, Admiral, where am I gonna sit? You're not gonna have a chair to look at when we do chair stream. Why would you take my chair? Wow, okay. Alright, let's... Oh, I should probably get live split out so then we can time this. Heck. Chair heist. Yeah, it would be. This chair. You guys are so damn funny. This...
步枪兵库珀，我们走吧。该死，船上的模拟舱一定重启过了，我们得重新设定。
Indeed, it's a heist. You guys are so into my chair.
觉得这样可以吗，库珀？好了，我们走。我们看
First the chair, then the bank across the street.
和泰坦连线类似，但不一样。
What are you? You guys.
学新技能得有正确的心态。啊，好多了。加快动作，开始跳跃装备辅助。跳跃装备以自然稳定的原则运作，校准你的跳跃装备及移动方式，经过强化后会像直觉反应一样自然。好，这才像样。在底下压低。
Oh my god. I thought I was jumping too early.
跟着换衣。
Oh.
酷身心仪
I was about to fall right off.
反抗军越来越有规模。
Yeah, hurry up! I'm gonna get to that.
一样的人加入来对抗 IMC。
This is a terrible start. Get to the right spot. Okay, I just barely made it.
很好，你可以继续练习，结束后去试炼室。很好，今天有个新试炼，跟着幻影或另寻路径。
哦，
铁玉在战斗中必须保持平衡，速度很重要，但你也得能够击中你的目标。我们得练习这些技能，直到成为直觉反应。
Jeez. It could have been better, but you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it too much.
我有东西要让你看看。练习都结束了。
来吧，我准备好了。
So you switched to kilometers, blasphemy. Well, I was advised to do so in the Discord because from TF2SR because it's easier for people to provide feedback on momentum and speed because the vast majority of runners run it in KPH. Oh yeah, you never showed me the style points. You gotta show me this. You said there were other style points that I could get here. We gotta find time for you to show me that so then I can have 2 sets of style points. Breezy, that's blasphemy! Breezy, blasphemy! Hey, Grayson, how you doing? Welcome to the party. Burn the chair! Crazy. How
好了，步
rude.
枪兵，
You wanna
看来有
burn
大
my
事要
chair?
发生了，我带你出来。
Yeah, that was a really bad spot with the crouch. Like I made that second jump because I was like, all right, well I can slide under, but
可没问题的。
is that very American of you? No, it's not. But
有战斗位置。
arm the nukes.
注意，他们杀过来。
Guys, what is going on in my stream chat?
训练的还不错，有一
You
天
guys are going
熟练
sadistic on me. What's
我们会
what
把你
did
训
I
练成铁
do?
玉的步枪兵，不是今天，没时间了。
拉斯提摩沙，
Nukes.
你这畜生！我们下面见。
今天会看到一颗新的星球，说不定就死在那里了。下面见了，库珀，祝你好运。
My goodness, you guys.
快滚出那个模拟仓库珀，运输机上碰头。
What has suddenly happened to my stream chat? Nuclear fun facts! I don't have any of those. So I don't have any to share. Sadly. I don't. If you guys want nuclear fun facts, you're unfortunately gonna have to look that up yourselves, because I don't have access to anything to be able to provide nuclear fun facts. Get the Titans and nukes, now fire at the IMC.
我看到一堆反轨道防御，地图没写，我发现甲板我靠，这是警察！大家集团，大家集团，这就是你，要逮捕了，要逮捕了！前期是将士被打围，我们要摧毁了，小报，我们要摧毁了，我们被包围了。
It's the easiest way, though. Well, yeah, it is, but
马克8号救生艇领导人位置。乘客反抗军步枪兵杰克布伯编号20131，稳住状况，给予250毫克的3速分弹。注意，战士级副作用恶性晕眩运动阻碍。
有更多的 MC 幽灵战士跑我身边来！我们接近空降群了吗？我们离目标很近。我什么都看不到。
我是拉斯提摩沙上尉，已定位你们，马上到。
电量低，电力不足。电力2/3，资料核心重新初始化，视觉系统启动，调整焦距中。你还好吗，铁玉？我的系统正在重启，有3个电池将会加速程序，我会在这里等待。
各位，没有多了解库本部里，前面一打关进库，现在逃跑。
在我能行动之前，我会透过头盔无线电协助你。铁玉，地图系统已重启，反抗军第9舰队发动突袭，我们大幅偏离原定目的地。
虽然这是 IMC 统治的星球，但在我们的距离外有许多的野兽，我们没有办法去打击。赶紧投降，我们会将你当作战俘，保障你的个人安全。
田玉，行了。
BT， 这个声音是谁发出的？
这是掠夺者军团的指挥官莎拉布里格斯，指挥反抗军的特种侦察中队，又称 SRS。
BT， 这艘船里有人生还吗？
没有，扫描在 MCS 詹姆士麦卡伦，没发现任何生命迹象，但有90%的救生艇弹射，还有希望。我们的位置已暴露。
所有反抗军 ，IMC 会护送强兵到原始城监狱。
是 IMC 无人侦察
The Admiral
敌军联军往这里来了。我们必须完成神经连线，请装上最后的电池，能量全开。铁玉，必须先建立神经连结才能继续。准备完，请登机。
That felt really fast. That felt really fast.
连线铁玉，神经连线中。
That felt really, really fast.
完成。步枪兵杰克·库珀，你现在确认是 BT-7274的代理铁玉。协议2，坚守任务。命令是要
The stuttery, the speedy. Yeah, there were a couple of stutters,
跟安
but
德森少校会合。我侦测到敌方部队来袭。协议3，保护铁玉。
yeah, there were a couple. I won't deny that.
涡旋防护罩启动。涡旋防护罩能捕捉射过来的子弹与炮弹，释放按钮能将所有捕捉到的物品射向敌人。铁玉，助手舱启动了。这个肩射型火箭舱可同步锁定多个敌军目标，按钮按下越久，可锁定的目标越多。神经连线完成，主武器控制与动作连线已重新建立。铁玉，侦测到敌方泰坦，我们准备杀出一条血路吧。
你确定吗？
相信我。
发现反抗军泰坦，机身号码 BT-7274，遭受攻击。不错，
到底做得好，我们的战斗效率
Yeah, that felt really good.
铁玉，我侦测到有更多 IMC 回收队在路上。我们要生存的唯一机会是完成跟安德森少校会合的任务，在那之前，我们得靠自己。标记抬头显示， 我们必须动作快。
No verdict shield shroud, how come? Breezy! That's my first sub 13! VT! It's finally happened. That's the first one. That is the first sub 13. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be sub 13. It was looking like it was gonna be really close.
IMC 会继续寻找我们。我们生存的唯一机会是与安德森少校在离这里60公里处会合。我们要生存。
I am going to be studying that one for sure.
这是友方先锋级泰坦，这里是带条32，我们伤亡惨重，前方反抗军的部队迎风帮忙。那是
I am going to be studying that one because that was very, very good. But to answer your question about the no vortex shield strat, I learned about the electric smoke one. Actually, gonna wait to swap to the tone kit until after the Sludge skip. It's like I have it, but I mean, it's not really gonna make much of a difference. I'm gonna need it anyway, but doesn't really matter. Well, actually, maybe it will matter.
我们可以用强力的装备锁定敌人，发射追踪导弹，标记他们，这对战斗很有帮助。
Maybe it won't matter on standard, but on master, I'm sure it'll matter.
开启流量调节门。警告：毒物已获得至大厅，启动安全气压互动舱程序。
铁玉，我正在追踪你的位置，建议你寻找出口。
根据扰模式进线，我听到一些动静。
听着，这是肯恩 ，IMC 跟反抗军的老朋友们，你们之间不过是沟通不良罢了，没关系，没关系，那又是疑问题。被狂攻山了，持续行动。
我正在攻击敌方泰坦。
待到我把你们干掉为止，应该不会太久。
这是浣熊3号。 第9反抗军舰队，我们死守着开垦设施。IMC 有某种新式的机械步兵，我们被困住了。
我已在你的行进路径上侦测到反抗军友军，他们也许需要协助。
对了，是友方铁玉上尉，这里有一名友方反抗军铁玉。很高兴见到友方铁玉长官，我们小队成员。
Okay, I'll have to get my style points later.
你后方有援军。
Actually, there's another one. I did not even realize there's another one right there. Shoot.
有毒排放物方正在过滤自动测试设施。
我听说有些先锋级泰坦和 SRS 铁玉在击杀我的 IMC 援军。 管你是谁！
警告！3A7有猎兽尸体，请尽速清除。
哎呀，希望你比我上一次干掉的那个强。
有毒排放物方正在过滤自动测试设施。
铁玉，小心行事。铁玉，我们的道路将在前方交汇。铁玉。 流量调节门挡住我们通过这个设施的路了，附近应该有控制界面才对。扫描发现多个 IMC 保全部队，准备好了，铁玉。
IMC 保全部队，哎，
敌机，好久不见。
正好相反，你的头盔能提供我你的即时影像，你在那里打得不错。
我来了。
关闭烂泥流的控制器，在下个房间里，你的抬头显示有标记。
正常设过滤系统，启动紧急关闭功能。
已启动铁玉控制。 协议2：坚守任务。命令是要继续特殊作业217，跟安德森少校会合。
你可没被邀请来肯恩的派对，所以你得死。好，真好，又一个落跑英雄，还带着一地 SRS 新风机泰坦。哇哦，这才像话嘛！来场真刀真枪的对战吧。废物，让好戏上场吧。
敌方泰坦倒地。接触到可能留下的热情，它会伤害自身。做得好，肯恩的头盔无线电未遭破坏，我建议你回收它。
泰坦和铁玉正在强行进入设施。
Oh, well, I stopped. I got slid, but
马上到，
yeah.
解密敌方通讯的能力在战争史中有着重要的地位，这将对我们有利。要生存，就得继续前进。
That was a 616 again? Yeah, it felt faster than that, but
安德森少校走的是这条路，他可能是到汇合点的捷径。我建议我们继续前进，小心前进。
艾许，我是布里斯克，收到没？完毕。
我是艾许，说吧。
肯恩没回复，我看这反抗和田玉相当大一手，他朝着你那里去了，干掉他。
了解，艾许，完毕。
布里斯克，
他是反抗军想要的战犯，现在为 INC 所雇佣。布里斯克要为拉斯迪摩沙上尉的死负责，也就是我的上一位铁狱。
抱歉，这就是你的死期。
看来你是惹错人了，判断错。
我一会儿先就来，敌方泰坦到场。做得好，铁玉，你的技术真是进步神速。铁玉，这码头的货梯是条捷径。看看你的抬头显示，就能找到控制台。
敌方泰坦隐形了，大家听好。
铁玉，我需要协助。
警告！警告！13号码头发现未授权泰坦，将泰坦移至资产重置处。
艾许呼叫 K3，以确认安全漏洞位置。在13号。
铁玉，我需要协助。
看来自动保全发现了泰坦，真省事。
铁玉，库珀，如果你听到的话，我 我正被带往这个设施的变电站。体育，我看到设施里到处都是
马文机器人的工作，而不是步兵。
说的没错，兄弟，我们太不适合这份卑微的工作了。为什么是那个该死的坏人下令？
我捉到了先锋级太太，你想让我怎么处理她？
我他妈的不在乎，毁了他吧。他的铁玉呢？
我们会对付他。这个设施本来就是为杀戮而造。我确定在必要时，我可以利用这一点。
艾许，那不是你的游乐园。我付钱可不是要你耍小聪明的，必要时就把那地方毁掉，懂吧？布里斯克通话完毕。
体育，我正被他沿着装配线往下带走，可能有共通出口，建议你沿着平台的动线走。体育，这设施十分危险，小心生产线上的机械。
I think we lost blue somewhere. Or I think we lost red somewhere. That's sad, I was hoping for red versus blue. Probably lost him from a tick, but... Did you get that kilometers per hour? Slam boost at the end really paid dividends? It did! Made a huge difference. The KPH, the kilometers per hour, I got it from Z-Week's Speedrun Mod Manager. It comes with a speedometer. Yeah, I didn't really get a chance to answer the question, sorry. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ballsy enough on this attempt to go for dome launch, but I technically don't need it, though. It's technically not required.
体育，扫描显示圆顶上方是你最佳的出路。我建议你想尽办法也要上去。
圆顶还在等。放心，我不会草率处决你的。我向你保证。
Now, would it help? Yes, but is it required? No, absolutely not. Oh, I shot in the right spot. Okay.
你得踏上移动平台，做得好，铁月，我从这里接手。
Z week and a Z week. I wasn't trying to like elongate his name. Sorry that I am concentrating on the speed run. Not trying to elongate the guy's name. Alright, slow down. Oops. Oops. There we go.
"于动态模拟圆顶314中载入情境127。
现在，让我们瞧瞧你到底有什么本事。
艾雪，告诉我你杀了那个铁玉。
我正在处理它。
别玩了。
我就不能享受我的工作吗？
不行，你得尽快处理。
了解了，艾雪，完毕。
别担心，有了干掉他后的奖金，你就可以去买所有你想要的玩具了。
重新补充猎兽遏制阵 Charlie， 负责21到29号的引爆。
所有 IMC 人员，我是艾雪。告诉你们个坏消息，由于安全漏洞，我已经将整座建筑炸毁。
但一连串的爆炸让机械手臂放松了，我已脱困。
的确没有。我建议
这地方要崩塌了，建议我们尽快离开。你离我的位置不远，抬头显示有标记。这是高度危险的环境，我建议你登机铁玉。控制转给铁玉。铁玉发现圆顶外有出口，看你的抬头显示。
保卫模式已启动，无论代价，全力保卫撤离的 IMC。
Bravo， 负责5到80号的情报。
将控制转给铁玉。已启动铁玉控制。
Nice save. Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty good save, actually.
铁玉，安德森少校在这里调查这座设施，我跟你在另一边会合。
要求所有在处理圣柜分析报告的小组都到演讲厅听马德将军的简报。谢谢。
It actually wasn't a bad save.
有什么事吗？
空扭曲充斥这座设施，而且它们似乎造成了时光出现裂痕。我建议，直到我们有进一步资料前，都要小心。铁玉，给我他的头盔，就可以分析。安德森死后，特殊作业217的控制权就转移给你了。库珀铁玉，恭喜你获得擢升。以下为反抗军 SRS 的布里格斯指挥官所简报的安德森的任务。
安德森少校，2个星期前我们截获了 IMC 通讯，他们在提供机上发现了某些东西，一种巨大的能量爆炸在该位置释出，造成了时间的。
Yeah, I'm really proud of that BT. My God.
收到。
I've been trying to get sub 13 for so long. And I have several people who witnessed it. That felt good. To finally see it. I knew I was capable of it. Of a sub 13. It's just a matter of actually getting it. I knew I was more than capable of getting it.
建议我们在继续前，先
See if we can get a good rest of the run.
他身上没看到任何装置，
他可能在另一半的尸体上。我侦测到安全守卫建筑上有个洞口，我会提供进入的权限。
Makes me so happy to see that.
在你调查设施已取得情报和丢失装置时，我会待在这里扫描环状结构。
很好，也许下次你可以丢丢我。
了解。
已侦测到未授权无人，启动自动保全机制。
对不起，安德森。
Fuck that, Marvin.
库珀铁玉，我转移了一些 AI 功能到该装置中，在时间切换时就可以通讯。
设立拦截点，布雷射网已启动。咱们来一个瓮中捉鳖。指挥部，看我的！有什么样的在南的行为路线？这有个全副武装且非常危险的入侵者。 在场人员请至东南方面一我们得继续下去。
铁玉，
The BT was kinda cooking. It was cooking. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching it back.
IMC 有重大发现，它能够折叠时空，这绝对不是他们设计的。不过，他们
It felt like it was cooking.
计划是什么？非常危险。安德森完毕。
再不惩治圣柜的力量，以后可能就没机会了。
That was smooth. Hey, smooth motion.
安德森日志342， 折叠时空武器的能源叫做圣会。
有人看到他去哪里了？趁机会发电，请待命。
看来他们还没研发出完美无缺的外壳。这个已经空了，圣会一定在别的地方。安德森完毕。
启动外轮环，圣柜一到位，我们就开始测试。
What? Oh, come on.
圣柜成功送达折叠时空武器轮环，开始测试。
铁玉，这里的轮环有大量残存的圣柜能量，这是圣柜的终点站。安德森的计划中有一件靠近轮环中心的侦察任务。这是少校的最后一段记录。库珀，根据你对设施的侦查，我有个主意，到外面碰头。
351.
建议到轮环附近跟我会合，并扫描圣柜的能量特征。我找到桥梁延伸至轮环的操控台，抬头显示有标记。
接管安全协议，马上开始测试。
似乎曾做过些什么，导致这些先存的自动保全系统现在对你有些敌意。
圣柜超载了，大家赶快撤离！
BT。
很好，铁玉，扫描完成。
Damn
如
it,
安
that's
德
not
森
gonna be
发
a
现的
sub 2.
，IMC 可能使用这个武器的完成版
That
对
freaking
反抗
ending
军的
part.
哈莫尼星进行攻击。
That was
我们的
jumping
旅
enough,
程
but
离结束还早呢，必须将这数据回传舰队。
maybe it will be, but okay. Good luck with the run. Thank you. That was 156.
库珀铁玉，安德森死了，但只要能和舰队重新连线，我们就能完成他的任务。前方的星际信号台刚好派上用场。铁玉，信
BT,
号台
get
就在
out
前
of the
方。
damn way, dude. What the? Wow. Okay.
扫描显示能量运作低下，可能需要
Come
维修。
on, come on, you can get up there. This is probably gonna be a 3-minute beacon
注
one.
意，我发现了许多未知目标。发现敌人，这些潜行者似乎被输入指令攻击控制室。
Thought I could maybe get over BT at the start, but I guess not. It's kind of a barrier.
注意，我发现雾中包含有毒化学物质。
没问题。
不行，铁玉，这雾对有机生物来说足以。
How are you still attacking the
我们
building?
怎么完成任务？你待在驾驶舱内才安全。铁玉，我发现信号台的控制室中有反抗军，他们
Oh, he
正在
actually
搜
decided to come
接
fast.
通中。登机立刻行动，铁玉。
嘿，外面的铁玉，你听得到？
敌人已消灭，做得好。这场胜利是我们良好战斗效率的表现。
我是反抗军手榴弹兵第3部的
BT-7274呼叫反抗军部队，敌人已被消灭。我建议我们协助。
你救了我们一命，那些潜行者没完没了的，我们可撑不了多久。我们要打开防爆门了，进来吧。
泰坦在电梯上，麦克科德带他们上去。
是的，长官。
上尉，信号台状况如何？
电源已关闭，我们没办法控制它，必须有像这样的东西才能重新启动它。不过这个已经坏了。
I put down the.
名称
I want the
电子
hemlock.
装置，功能产生高达5兆焦耳的能量。
是，我们知道那是什么。
你能修吗？
没办法，感应器显示分台上还有一个，但是要过去是难上加难，那地方根本不是人为所建的。
了解了，库珀铁玉。我建议在设施分台里面行动时小心一点。你必须取回电弧装置。
我们只能看着信号台上的那些人被屠杀，我什么也做不了。
祝你一路平安
祝你好运，
长官。我们在那儿损失太多弟兄了。
Barrier, yes. Yeah, 248, pretty close.
马文 B7 3D，请到 B7 区报道。
看来他们能够龟缩起来保护铁玉，难怪这么耐打。
铁玉，应该我们部队的铁玉几个
铁玉
小时前也
我已连接至你的头盔抬头显示已更新进度，频道随时开启，供你需要时使用。
部署自动保全。
Get down.
别怕，你的跳跃装备撑得住，航路连通成功，风扇已关闭，电弧装置距离30公尺。做得好，铁玉，你已获得电弧装置，返回控制室，系统已准备重启。
开启防敌锁，后面电弧装置手动解锁。自动安全机制启动。
佩服佩服，铁玉，他们正在控制室等你。
电弧装置，真厉害。
What's that one? 255. I'll take it. Sub 3. Pog. Anything sub 3 on Beacon 2 is Pog. Good heatsink skip. I saved it. Good underside fan by the arc tool. Not bad. Excuse me. Now Prague for super fastball. Prague for super fastball, chat. Yeah, I can't say I've done 2 full runs back to back for quite some time.
除非你想被烤熟，不然我可不会在里面待太久。好，我一倒数完就会打开闸门。3、2、1，快！
Yeah, it's definitely been a while. Oh, come on! I had it. That was bullshit.
防护闸，我们去修复信号台。长野开启中。
诊断完毕，电力100%。
That was bullshit. I called bullshit.
线锁定模组。
60%、70%、80%、90%。
And literally the last one. Even more.
上尉，连线锁定模组已关闭。
该死的 IMC 八成正朝着这里来。
非常有可能。
能透过旁路连通模组吗？
没办法，长官，除非你想向整个 IMC 舰队进行广播。
我们得手动修复这模组。
铁玉，看来又得靠你了。
希望你不介意再冒一次险，铁玉。你得到现场修复信号台，并尽快赶回来。
将控制转给铁。
已经在那里失去够多好兄弟们。
扫描显示阵亡铁玉，我记得这名铁玉在摧残之地行动中表现非常出色。
Yay, best DT! Prague SFB, yes, Prague! Prague chat for a good super fastball!
线锁定模组东北方428公尺。我的分析结果显示，投掷是唯一的
BT, you're
办法。
nuts if you think you can throw me across that gap. I think you're crazy. I think you're cray-cray! You're insane! But nah, he's incapable of insanity because he's an artificial intelligence.
风力3节，风向274，距离95公尺，投掷质量89公斤。相信我。
Okay. I was like, thank God I got a checkpoint somewhere. I didn't even realize that my double jump was robbed until it was too late. Alright, this is probably gonna be like a high 12. If I can get the rest of it good. Oh. Early double jump. Yeah. Yeah, it was a little early, but... I honestly didn't even realize it. Oh. I thought I was gonna hit it. Yeah, if the rest of it goes well, we might get a high 12, but... Unfortunately, yeah. I would have been crushed if I had to go all the way back to before the toss. I would have been crushed. Oh, that was almost a catastrophic failure.
K14，发现敌方铁域，正朝你方向前进，请回复。
我想我需要一些洗内裤。
收到，下回空投时会注意，反泰坦小队已抵达，求支援。
回报，进船，冲出来，把组拖远。
发现连线锁定模组，检查抬头显示。
滑速，赶快！
联合车，这不主车 K14，收到没？回答我 K14。
欢迎回来，库珀。我建议先保护此区域，再进行维修。死神击毁。
A14，我们正在调度部队协助，预计3分钟抵达。
C16，7号台、4号座台上的小队已阵亡，铁域可能是要从这里发送信号。
所有单位 K14没有回应，准备进攻目标所在的信号台4号。
协议2，任务更新，获得连线模组。我们等你回来，库珀。前行者击毁。
416，呼叫李赫特，铁域的意图不明，他可能是要把我们调离泰坦。在铁域前路信号台，看到他，我警告你了。
收到，就位于7号台、4号座台处，等待拦截。
注意进入维修模式。
来，盯着铁域，泰坦那边我另有打算。
好枪法。
所有保全单位，我是李赫特，马上到信号台。Finding Kleinman will
Oh
last
my goodness.
已歼灭所有敌人，区域安全。
收到 D1 K1 进军。
Come on, come on, come on.
让士兵着陆，快点。
没事吧，铁玉？
Come on.
协议2，任务更新，替换连线模组。模组的插槽在天线上方。
Yes, I
我
know
将你扔上
BT.
去后，你
Probably
在
should have left him a little bit earlier. Yeah, this is gonna be like a 13 now. Yeah, this is probably like a low 13.
接到你了。
This is why I hate Beacon 3. Worst level in the game. I hate it. I will petition that for life.
李赫特，我是布里斯克。呀，我在路上了。李赫特完毕。我是李赫特，拦截并终结那个铁域，然后将剩下的反抗军处决。
死神接近中。反抗军部队封锁控制室，发现敌人。
收到，封锁中，我们会在这里提供支援。
注意，发现异常活动，可能是敌方泰坦。
MC 听着，我现在要升人军
Kind of pretty good at that spawn manipulation.
自己做选择。Yes, Markin Verti。
好了，速战速决。
敌方泰坦倒地，
别让他活着离开！你们统统都该死！
No one would sign that petition? Yeah, I'm well aware. I will gladly be a petition of one.
想来场真正的战斗，我们瞧瞧你近身个人战表现如何。
People only hate Ark because of Barker, Skip. What else is out there?
开始吧，绿牛。
我一会就绪，镭射核心启动。
Oh, you decided to go to Brazil on me?
werde dich nur nach meinen Tod töten.
敌方泰坦倒地。已启动铁域攻势。
好，所有系统正常。格兰蒂尔，启动塔。是，通讯程序已启动。有效，通讯能量达25%，攀升中。60%，很好，快到了，80%。信号传输达最大能量，准备发送。
广播资料流中，等候回应。
希望有人还在上面。
好了，
我是反抗军 SRX 掠夺者军团的莎拉·布里格斯，请验证。
布里格斯指挥官，我是 BT-7274，协议2，坚守任务，回报情报给隶属 SRS 单位的舰队。
清楚收到，很高兴听到你
Yeah,
们还
it's
在
gonna be
下
like a
面。我们
13,
现在正在
but
接收资
whatever.
料。
Yeah, TF2SR hassles me enough for thinking that Beacon 3 is the worst level.
正确，泰拉斯提摩沙上尉已阵亡。现在连线到的是代理铁狱步枪兵杰克库珀。
等一下，拉斯提摩沙要你连线步枪兵。
对，他没有别的选择。
Excuse me.
了解，我们会将你转给合格的铁狱。
反对，库珀是我的铁狱。我们现在的作战效能评分超过90%，请求授权保持此连线。
BT， 你该庆幸我们无计可施。准许授权。库珀，有台机器很赞许你。幸好有你的圣柜扫描资料，我们已经追踪其能量特征到 IMC 的提丰星基地上。我们时间不多，快走吧。
Really? That was a 1209. Sure didn't feel like it.
IMC 研发一种折叠时空武器，它的威力能够摧毁整座星球，但如果没了它的能源圣柜，它就没办法运作。你们必须要在圣柜离开空军基地前将它夺走。掠夺者军团武器就绪，等待泰坦降落。
Not too surprised that was still a low 12. I thought it was gonna be more like a 13. But genuine surprises.
去掩护铁狱，我们把这座墙拆了。除非我们进行内心防空炮台，否则无法再接近内脏团了。
Thought I was far enough out, but
格兰蒂尔在雨中，所有机制都准备好了。
我是布里格斯指挥官，自由开火，射击！
开火！
1路9号，请回答。继续前进。
火焰核心就绪，火焰核心。
继续前进，内脏船随时会起飞。
oh, you can't punch those? Where are all the Titans? Oh, it's the Reaper that was blocking me from still going.
攻击敌方步兵。将控制转给铁玉。
过来，铁玉，跟着我。来吧，铁玉预备，上升。
Alright.
简单的部分结
That
束
was
了。
fair.
库珀表现不错，我认为你可以拿到体育证书了。赶快解决，然后回家。他在那里，时间还够，可以拦截盛会。上！敌军来袭！
艾文从东方来袭，
继续向前推进，不能让盛会离开那艘船。
反抗军部队站住！多架 AMC 泰坦来袭，不好意思，多架！我们遭到攻击，我们被包围了，我们1号受到重创。
敌方泰坦倒闭。
射得好，继续前进。
爆！
我们正在接近天龙星，继续前进。所有反抗军部队进入天龙星。
神器都侧边，动快！
天龙星快加满油了，快！护卫机到了，我们时间不多。
他们在启动中。
内部检查完成，所有系统正常。
他们又走了，我们得拿下那艘船，别让他们逃了。到那边的坡道。
布里斯克，这是史龙，深柜朝你那去了，我让毒蛇接手了，待会见。
红军2号倒下，立刻跟战术。我先完成工作，想数量太多了。
上船得跟着他们。
540. I'll take it. That's pretty fair. Pretty fair TBF.
我是布里格斯
Excuse
指挥
me.
官，我们必须取回盛会。
Oh my
IMC 带
goodness.
他前往天龙星的折叠时空武器，所有船舰全速前进，务必迅速的击溃他们。布里格斯，完毕。
收到，64立刻前往。
我们来了！
我是坎贝尔的布雷斯特上尉，我们将提供支援平台。
发现敌方中队，锁定弓箭手，偷袭成功，教训他们。
51号，飞弹脱离轨道。深水1号，深水2号，
中了！
所有轨道确认装备深水炸弹。
接下来要登上运输机，直接一路杀过去。我们必须赶上天龙星。
发现不明物，11点钟方向有怪物。
那是什么鬼东西？有谁看清楚吗？
被突破！人家就追着，他在我们后面，他太快了，无法追踪。
获得运输机怪物。
视野清楚，目标锁定。
有我在，小子，准备好。
巴克，谢谢你现身。
别客气。
马耳他战舰在10点钟方向防守天龙星，无法通过。库珀，我需要一位铁玉登上马耳他防守甲板。
Yeah, I'm not feeling that ballsy.
我是黑鸟64，我们可以到他那里。BT，跟我们上去。
收到64，你可以的，库珀。
I wish I could say I was feeling that ballsy, but I'm not. So
不一定。
To go for
在两个
Parker's
移动
gift.
平台之间抛掷，显然有更多变数。
I've cracked a joke, Breezy, that that's the last thing that I will try to normalize in runs if I still haven't gotten sub 90. Like it's, but I don't think that's gonna be necessary. But it's a funny little joke though, because of how notorious Parker's gift is. So.
顾博，听好，我们不能将你带到剑桥，那些枪炮绝对顾不了。我们在船尾将你放下，然后自己想办法了。
目标左方。
顾博，我会在可能范围内尽量靠近，您正好比较时间。现在，快！
跳得好！我们会从这掩护。
剑桥，启动前进者，我出动了，掩护。下面需要保全。前进者启动，我是 S4，正与敌方交战。
布里格斯指挥官，我是坎贝。我们在马耳他的炮火和南军飞行泰坦之间撑不下去了。
我们正在想办法再撑一下。库珀正前往马耳他的主炮阵地。
我不确定这可不可行。
Right there.
快点！
对于驱动器破损，请弃船，弃船。
有目标。1号炮解决。立马在前炮平台上。
Now that was normal. That last attempt was so weird. Like why there was suddenly like 20 other guys, it seemed, because they were just hiding. That was really annoying.
由我罩你，布里格斯指挥官，我们也需要你的协助。
收到，贝尔，我来了。这座剑桥通过那边的停机坪，有点子吗？我是布里格斯，要我做什么？
关上门，保持平稳。
I didn't want to do that.
跟我来。
哎，这动作，
他们在后面，
永远不会腻。
一动不动，戴维斯。
红色代码，反抗军部队已登上马耳他，俄罗保全部队前往停机坪层。重复，红色代码，保全部队前往停机坪层。快走掩护！
That was a pretty good room clear. You can think of it however you want, Breezy. It works. I normally try not to melee, but it's just funny to see your reaction. It's not ideal. I know. I know. It's not. But it's fun. Alright, let's get to the Draconis.
去上尉的操控台解除剑桥的枪炮。布里格斯指挥官，马耳他已拿下。
收到64，库珀，继续掌控剑桥。
This might be another 10.
在天龙星后方右转，巴克将 BT 带回给库珀。
没问题，我来了。等一下，铁人。
所有飞行员除掉敌人，到天龙星汇合。就这样。
这是你的泰坦库珀，保姆任务完成了。
Smooth. You make me laugh sometimes, Breezy. We both make each other laugh, right?
将控制权转交铁玉。
But you know what? You know what we have in
到
common?
甲板上前去天龙星。
A love for going fast in video games. Especially this video game.
铁玉，你的旅程结束了，我掌握了泰
Come
坦，
on, Viper.
无路可跑，无处可躲。
Come on, buddy.
哪里攻击恶棍？ 1号正在寻找隐蔽，阿斯4号进入目视范围，出动。
Oh, he's stuck! Or he was for a second. Got him! Easy! Easy peasy. Easy video game, right?
毒蛇已解决。
收到，登上天龙星并守护圣柜。
Easy video game. Play the video. Just play the video game. Nice.
正在调整风阻。
We might be able to get a good run out of this. Alright, let's knock Viper out and move on. Press W equals win video game. Yep. W mouse 1. W mouse 1, chat. Throw a fire star in his face. Took 2 shots, but it's fine. Sometimes if I have the fire stars, I'll throw them at Viper just because I think it's funny. Throw a fire star in his face, like it's... it's just because it's silly. What? Okay. Alright, let's go. Hey! That...
正接近圣柜的遏制单位。遏制单位大到无法携带，我们必须随机应变。我无法到达圣柜，库珀，我需要你的帮忙。
Yeah, this will be a good low 10, maybe. Low mid 10.
快点
This is a good one.
时间不多了。
Yeah, this was good. Low mid 10. Mid 10, maybe.
这边
Given the time for this last part. Fire starting is a good strat. Is it? I mean, yeah, because it's like sparky and everything, but... Yeah, if I happen to have them. I don't always have them, but I usually just have frag grenades and double take, but...
准备撞击。
Yeah, this will be like a mid 10. Yeah, this will be like... Ooh. It's like a 119. 1022! Ooh, breezy. We got 2 PBs again! Wow. Back to back on the runs that got 2 PBs each. We are cooking with gas. We are looking very good. Now I just gotta figure out how to put it all together into the same run. And sub 90 will be mine.
哎，泰坦，快打开舱门，给我所要的东西。
语音指令无法辨识。
让我把它给撕了。
这太冒险。
Yeah, Sloan's just like, screw you, Blisk.
盯着大英雄。
Sloan just wants to rip it out of him.
东西，我要你把它还给我，快点，叫你的泰坦打开。
打开他的话匣子吗？
哎，那么想当英雄吗？我靠这份合约赚了不少钱，我的朋友。告诉你的泰坦。
The bane of all runners, putting it all together. Yep.
我就。
Yep.
解狱陷入危机。
It's the bane of anyone who speedruns anything.
无法利用视觉找到铁。
The bane of anyone who speedruns anything.
看到他了没？在这里。
Yeah, this is gonna be. If I'm on pace to PB on Fold, we'll have another like mid 130.
重冲击伤害影响。
Yeah, we're not hitting sub 90 yet, but we're definitely in a very good position with all of these new theoretical best scores. We're putting ourselves very much ever closer to Sub 90. I just gotta put it together.
1、2。
Yeah, sub 13 BT, sub 6 BNR. Stay on pace for basically all of Abyss.
是啊，小队就是这样。
If I can get my 236 from Mock March on Abyss Chapter 3, that would be sick. That would be very good. Stay around 340, ENC Chapter 2. Get a good toss on Beacon 3. See if I can get Barbecue. Maybe sub 12 Beacon 3. Good TBF.
这招挺不错。
I'm just talking out loud to myself.
再见。
喂，快搬走圣柜，时间不多了。
Alright.
库珀，在这里。库珀，我没办法完成任务了，但你还可以把 Seer 工具组拿去。你需要生还，得靠它。
That part could have been a lot better, but you know what? I'll roll with it. That could have been a lot better, but I'm gonna roll with it. We are too far along to reset over something like that, so that's a little frivolous.
新机种相同的泰坦，
旧组期相同资料核心 BT7274 准备就绪。
库珀，我正在对 IMC 全力开火，但还是无法阻止折叠时空武器。你必须进入控制室。布里格斯指挥官呼叫所有战斗岗位，我要你们火力支援库珀和 BT， 尽全力掩护他们。
收到，执行中。
库珀，到山坡上，我们掩护你，快，继续前进，别落后了。斯托克顿失去联系了，谁马上给我个回报？
我是罗特角的兰德格尔上尉，斯托克顿中弹，要坠毁了。
布里格斯指挥官，这是6师的盖斯，我们是不是来晚了？
盖斯，来的正好。马尔他还剩多少弹药？
我们已经待下很多事，别担心库珀，我们罩你。
瞄准系统启动，准备就绪。
库珀， 活，我们在前方追踪布里斯科和斯隆，圣柜在他们手上，继续前进。
我们必须全力阻止 IMC 启动折叠时空武器。如果失败，反抗军的哈莫尼星将会被摧毁。
人员注意，我是马德将军，佣兵已将圣柜送。
Is that freaking grunt kicking me?
全力阻止 IMC 启动折叠时空武器。如果失败，反抗军的哈莫尼星将会被摧毁。
IMC 人员注意，我是马德将军，佣兵已将圣柜送到。
What? I killed him.
我们必须全力阻止 IMC 启动折叠时空武器。如果失败，反抗军的哈莫尼星将会被摧毁。
IMC 人员注意，我是马德将军，佣
That
兵
was
已将圣柜送
terrible.
达，准备折叠时空
Of course, a good start has to get ruined.
时空武器能源系统启动，瞄准反馈。
目的地设成反抗军星球哈莫尼。
瞄准系统启动，哈莫尼星，坐标264.588。
Oh, of course, a nasty side jump has to get in the way.
你拿到钱了，布里斯克。
Yeah, that grunt kicking me on the first one killed it.
他们也该做些什么了。
I'd have probably killed Sloan by now in a good run.
它是你的了，慢慢享用。
我有说过
It's like I was shooting them.
这个免费奉送。
They just didn't want to die.
当我看着你，就想看到大点的旗子。
你躲不过雷射核心的。
圣柜注射器是第一阶段，我必须说。
Sloan, will you move?
折叠时空武器程序通过第2阶段，坐标与锁定，自由港系统，行星内。
Wow, because she didn't move, I couldn't do the.
警告，侦测到机体受损。
就是不认输，对吧？你这个小混蛋，就看你怎么对付。
时空武器通过阶段3，计算空间折叠投影中。
哎，你没那么容易脱身。
警告！
为了庆祝。
哦！敌方泰坦堡。
折叠时空武器准备完毕，复数圣柜中，环轮动力达97%。
Damn.
我们会掩护你，之后就靠你了。
警告：喷射尾焰能
It's
量
probably too slow for pre-charge, but
所有人员即刻退出本区，包括泰坦在内的。
yeah, Sloan literally blocked me. I could not move. She doesn't usually come at me like that. That was really unusual. I did get pre-charge though. I did get it. Okay. I'm surprised they still got it. I thought that Scorch, like, delaying dying would have been enough to make me lose it, but... Easy. That was kind of luck, actually, did it? Because you basically, and you've seen this, Breezy, you've seen higher level runners, like, you basically have to do Busy Sloan perfectly if you're gonna get pre-charge. Just another face to kill the Reapers and that was fast enough? Yes, I mean, that's the main thing. That is agreed upon, that is the main factor. Maybe we'll get like a 131 ending score. Yeah, well, yeah, it's probably gonna be in the 131, I'm kinda guessing. Because I'm taking into account pre-charge, because we got it. Despite those other 2 deaths, because the freaking archers wouldn't die. It really upsets me that you don't have the cloak. For some reason. Unless Bliss disabled it in the cutscene or something before Fold even started, but... yeah, we're gonna get close. Yeah, it might still be a 130 actually, we'll see. Out we go! Yeah, it's probably gonna be like a low 131, I'm kinda guessing, but... yeah. Yeah, based on where we're at, it's gonna be a low 131, probably. still not a bad run. I mean, this has been a very good run otherwise.
差一点。富国，我在你的抬头显示上标好坐标，撤离点可能在空中，这边没有可着陆的地方。
而且如果我飞越这片狼藉，
Play it
你最
safe.
好准时出现在那里。
铁玉，快走！我在追踪你，继续前进。就要到了，快点，快点！库珀，快跳！
看到了，
Just the Reapers. You sure? Because I know it's related to whether the PA has announced like level 4 or something, but
我们离开这。
Okay. Well, that was actually pretty good. I can be happy with that run. Alright. Yeah, that was very, very nice to see that. Yeah, that's a very nice ending score. I am pleased with that. If I didn't have those 2 deaths in the hallway, I would have done better, but yeah, that one grunt kicking me in the first one made me lose all my speed, and that was probably what caused the first death, because I wasn't moving fast enough. No, sorry, everyone, guys. Skedaddle, GG's. Yeah, I'll go ahead and recalculate theoretical best, because we definitely broke it again with having those better scores. So I'll go ahead and recalculate off script. Hopefully you guys had a good time. I don't think I really have the stamina to do a 3rd run. So I will see you guys tomorrow for Mass Effect Monday. I might be on later today, though, just doing some practice and some runs off script. But for right now, I want to go get lunch and fix up my kitchen, because my kitchen's a mess. Especially because it's getting to be summer, and I don't really want bugs. So I want to clean it up before things get crazy in there. Hopefully, see you guys next time.